Okay, episode 2 of the Mediterranean diet. I'm thinking about starting to call myself like the Scotch cook, not because I'm Scotch, but because I drink it. Okay, what are we making today? So I'm gonna repeat some lies or facts that have been provided by the author of the book that I'm reading, so don't come at me in the comments saying I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I think we all know that's the case. But her supposition, if I can say it that way, is that as you know, Mediterranean diet is high in fish, but that generally speaking, they don't do a lot to prepare the fish. It's usually baked, and then it's about what sauces and other side dishes they make with them. That's kind of what kind of brings the dish together. So what are we going to cook today? So today I'm going to cook mahi. Now I will say that I went to Smith's and I contemplated getting this thing that looked like tilapia, but when I asked the guy what it was, he said, I think it's catfish. So I decided no to that. I will also say that one of the most disturbing experiences as a kid was watching somebody prepare a catfish fillet. It was not good. I drove an ice pick to the top of the fish's head and sat it there while they peeled the skin off. Okay, so I put a couple tablespoons of olive oil in my baking dish here. You're gonna bake this fish at 425 for about 20 minutes. I'm not gonna put you guys through all that, but I just wanted to show you kind of how I'm preparing the fish. So I'm just gonna put it in here. A little salt and pepper. Probably should have done it both sides. Hey, there's still time for that. And then, for whatever reason, my baking dish is still a little small for what I'm trying to do. We'll make it work. What the hell? Okay, so it's in there. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw a little salt and pepper on there. Nothing extravagant. What we're really looking for is we're making Chermoula today, which is a sauce. It's a nice fresh marinade, if you will. You can use it as a marinade, you can just use it as a dipping sauce for the fish. So that's it. That's all we're gonna do for the fish. We're just gonna set it up like that. Okay, what, Sam, are you doing here? I don't know either. Okay, I wanna go through the ingredients real quick. You can obviously look up the recipe. There's been, I looked at a couple different recipes, so I get a couple different perspectives on this. Olive oil, lemon, 4 cloves of garlic. We're gonna do equal parts cilantro and flat leaf parsley. Apparently flat leaf parsley, I think you've seen it listed as like Italian parsley. That's kind of the parsley of choice in the Mediterranean. And seasonings, I got a bunch of seasonings here, so I thought I'd walk through a little bit of them. This might be a little bit more insight into my spice drawer than you're interested in, but one of the major ingredients from a spices perspective is paprika, so that's what this is. This is also paprika because apparently I don't keep track of what's in my spice drawer, so I got 2 of them. There's several types of paprika out there. There's like Hungarian spicy paprika, there's standard paprika, and then this is smoky paprika. I actually like the smoky flavor. I guess it just sort of speaks to me relative to, like, you know, the spicy, bombastic flavors that I like, but we're not going to use that today, but I thought I'd bring that up. And then the other ingredients that are apparently kind of typical here is we're going to have a little bit of cumin, and then a little bit of chili powder, which is optional, but again, I like spicy stuff, so I'm going to do that. And then a little bit of salt. I think I said the olive oil. And then I thought I'd throw this out here just as another recommendation. This would probably ruin the dish in totality, but this is ancho chili powder, which is a smoked chili. If you put this and the smoked paprika in there, it's probably like sucking on a piece of charcoal. So we're not going to do either one of those things today. Just thought I would throw those ones out. Okay, I'm going to ask my assistant to throw the fish into the oven. Just because she's sitting here TikToking, and you know we only have a couple days of those left. All right, so let's walk through it. This is, now I lost track. Hold on. Yep. Okay, so this is the parsley. Like I said, you can either do just one bunch of parsley, which is what the one recipe called for, or you can do half and half. Do you take the stems off? I have no fucking idea, but I'm going to. And then I'm just gonna put the leaves in there. Obviously not a lot of chopping in this particular recipe because we're putting this all in the blender. So that should simplify things. For garlic cloves, the juice of one lemon, we are gonna use our super fancy juicer that our buddy Paul gave us. They can hear you. Who gave it to us then?
No. Sorry, they meant the blender.
Oh no, the blender's ours, but the juicer is definitely from Paul. Actually, I was talking to Paul about this a little bit yesterday. I'm almost thinking about bringing him in as some sort of like Mystery Science Theater, peanut gallery in the front of me, just to give a little bit live audience participation. Okay.
I'm not good enough.
Well, we try to keep you quiet.
Oh, wow.
Don't comment about that in the comments, please. Okay, like I said, we're gonna do half cilantro, half parsley. So here's the. Oh crap! What did I do? I've got the entire thing of cilantro in there. Okay. You know what? Make the shit up as you go along. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Okay. So then it's basically equal parts of the various seasonings. So we're gonna start with one of the things of paprika that I've got, and we're gonna do like the lady did yesterday. We're gonna try to come up with about a tablespoon in your hand, about like that, and dump it in. I'm going cumin, but I think I've got enough for that. The thing about cumin is it just reminds me of like green chili. A lot of that flavor in there. There's a bit of cumin. And then it says about half of that of the chili powder. I'll go with that. We'll just a little bit. Oop. Unless it all pours out in your hand, in which case your kids are toast. All right. So lemon, garlic, our seasonings. Oh, we need some salt. Again, it was like about a tablespoon of salt. And then it's like 4 tablespoons of olive oil, so it's quite a bit. So I'm just gonna kind of do like this a little bit. One of the recipes basically said what you want to do is make sure that whatever this mixture is that comes out of here is pourable. So once we get it blended up a bit, we'll see how viscous it is, and if we need to, we'll add a little bit of water to it to bring it down. But all the stuff that we put in there is nice and fresh and good for you. The salt, I guess you want to make sure you're not overdoing it with the salt, but the rest of it ought to be good. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I can't use blenders for shit. Hold on a second. Oh, God damn it. My assistant is of zero help. Do we know where the damn spatula is, the rubber spatula?
In that bottom drawer.
Let me try this again. I feel like it's some sort of magic. If she says it's down there, then it's there. It is not down there. I'm just saying. Alright, hell with it. We'll use a knife or something. We got it. Not difficult, people. All we're trying to do is get the stuff off the side because a lot of the ingredients got stuck at the top. They didn't bother to wait to put the blender in there or whatever. Okay, let's hit it again. I really like this. I'm gonna find this damn spatula. No, don't come in here. See, I found it. Found it. Sometimes shit's just in the dishwasher. That's where it goes. Okay. At least we can be assured that it's clean, right? You only think so because God knows that that dishwasher ran before I did this. Okay. We're getting better. Now all the ingredients are coming down towards the bottom. Give it another hit here. We'll ignore the dirty looks I'm getting from my wife. We'll have some scotch. we're getting close. Let's take a little taster here, see how we're doing. You know, the upshot is I have no idea what this is supposed to taste like, so. But I imagine it's just going to be a nice citrusy, bright flavor. It's good. It's got plenty of salt in it. I'm going to put a little bit more chili powder in it just because there really isn't much spice to it at all. Can I taste the cumin? I can taste the cumin. You know, the only other problem I have with paprika is I feel like it's more of an addition for color than it is for flavor, which is why I sort of prefer either the hot paprika or the smoky paprika. I mean, it's got a smoky flavor by itself, but it just feels like it's much more subtle than I mean, it's easily overpowered, if I can say that. God damn it. Fuck! What did I do now? Oh, there we go. I didn't bother to set a timer on this other thing. We'll have to go by the recording time to figure out when my fish is going to be done. Okay, now the other thing to contemplate or keep in mind is that my scotch is sitting here. No, but seriously, Mediterranean meals are not like Thanksgiving every day, right? Like you don't have a bunch of different side dishes and stuff. So today we're pairing this with a kale salad that Mel's going to make for us. Once the dish is put together, maybe I'll just pop on here long enough to show you kind of what it looks like. But to start with, let's just do this. I don't know if it's like breaking the fourth wall or what the situation is, but take that damn blender out of there. I give you kind of a look at it as I pour it into here, give you a sense for how we're doing. That's pretty pourable, I would say. That probably doesn't need much more water in it. I think that's probably going to do it for us. Now, one of the guys that I looked at showed me how to do, or had a recipe for how to do this. He was basically making this with a whole fish recipe, which I think is kind of nice. We've done whole fish recipes before, kind of branzino style, if you will. But we did like a big red snapper, which is awesome because we just served it up on a banquet tray, if you will, or like a big platter, and then all the family just dug in. You know what I mean? Just everybody got a fork, and we served it with roasted red peppers and onions and some things. At any rate, that's for another day. But at any rate, the point being is you can do this. You can do a couple different things with this once you've got the sauce made. You can do it as a marinade for your fish beforehand, 30 minutes they recommended. I struggle to understand what a marinade does in 30 minutes, honestly. Like there cannot be any like penetration into the meat itself. So I think honestly this says served as a sauce on the side or over top of the finished fish is probably going to be the best option here. All right, I'm going to ask my partner here to put us on pause. When you come back, hopefully I'll have a finished dish for you and we'll tell you how it tastes. All right, thanks guys. And we're back. My phone's about to die, so hopefully we make it through this. Okay, so to start with the salad a little bit, this is the kale salad that Mel put together. It's got a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper already on it, and then it's dressed with craisins and pine nuts. She's also made a homemade vinaigrette. This is olive oil, balsamic vinegar, a little bit of Dijon mustard, and then some salt and pepper and honey. Damn it, I knew I was gonna forget something.
And there's Parmesan cheese on it.
Shit, there's Parmesan. I'm doing this right now. All right. I probably overdressed my salads, but that's just the way it is. Okay, let's talk about the fish a little bit. Unitasker Elton Alton Brown, if you're out there, I'm sure you're gonna get after me for this, but this is actually a fish spatula, specifically for fish. It's actually got a very flexible nature to it. It allows you to kind of get underneath the delicate fish without causing problems. As you think about cooking meat, one thing to always remember is that there's carryover, right? It'll cook for another 5-10 degrees after you're done with it. We're just looking for some firmness within the fish and a little bit of flakiness, which I feel like we've got here. And then as I trip over my dog, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of our sauce here, and we're just gonna sort of drizzle it over the top of the fish. And then I'm gonna put an extra little bit here on the side of my plate, because I like sauces. That's just the way that is. So this is how we're looking. If I can get it up there, that's what that looks like. Let's see how it tastes, shall we? Okay. Now, mahi-mahi should be a very mild fish. Shouldn't be much of a fishy flavor to it. So really, what we're hoping to pick up here is the sauce. This is very good. I would say this would be an amazing meal on a summer day or spring day when it might be a little warm outside. It just screams freshness and sunshine. I don't know how to tell you. Let's check out Mel's salad. Not gonna lie, me and Kale, not close friends. It was good. It was really good.